Hello everybody, this is a presentation from Group 13 for the course Advanced English, and today we're going to talk to you about our perspectives and opinions on a very relevant topic, which is how technology is affecting child's development. My name is Paola Sarmiento and I will introduce you a little bit on this topic. The contemporary digital age we're living in has brought all kinds of relevant changes in our lifestyles, the way we communicate with each other, and the perspectives towards reality. This has definitely affected especially the new generations of kids in forms we didn't expect and we are still beginning to understand. 20 years ago, there was no research on how technology was affecting children's brain or how was the impact on their social and cognitive abilities. But nowadays, people are getting increasingly interested and many investigations has deepened on the subject. Today we're presenting some insights from one of these researchers, Dr. Catherine Steiner, and how she speaks about kids having the option to become social and how technology is affecting their emotional and social intelligence. To give us a little more from this topic, we are going to speak with my partner Juan Felipe Peláez, who is going to give you some insights about it.
My name is Juan Felipe Páez. This video is the analysis of the How Technology Affects Child Development video by Catherine Steiner. In this video we will analyze advantages and disadvantages about the use of technology in the childhood and how this is affecting the social and emotional abilities of kids all around the world. If we want to analyze technology and the advantages and disadvantages of technology, first we have to understand that technology has been part of mankind through all the history. The development of technology has been growing in the last decades, and this growth is exponential and is seen in unexpected ways. From the beginning of the development of these communication technologies, several concerns appeared as these technologies were growing. We can think that our generation is the first in having the option of choosing between a text message or a phone call. In the decades of the 90s and the 2000s, a child had the opportunity of choosing between a phone call and a letter. This changed with the use of services like WhatsApp and other text message services. Now, hundreds of children prefer to write a message rather than making a phone call. Several children think that making a phone call is uncomfortable. They prefer to write in text messages. They say that they feel comfortable with the text messages. This exposes a reality in the use of technology aids in social development. When we have a face-to-face conversation, two main abilities are enhanced. We can identify the social and emotional abilities when we have a conversation, a real conversation with a person. These abilities are higher and superior when the child faces different situations, when he or she has to adapt diverse types of voice tones. We can analyze this in the next situation. Most part of what we say is not with words. Our gestures and other kind of characteristics make unique the ability of having a face-to-face conversation. So when we use technology, these abilities have been disappearing. The ability of transmit meaning with our voice is disappearing when we use text message services. So most part of what we say is said without words. So the technology took most part of the meaning that we want to transmit to our family and to our parents. Now children took the decision of being in a phone all days and all day, and this is eliminating this ability of having a real communication with their parents. Let's think in an example of this. When a mother wants to give an order to her child, she has to use a high voice tone in order to give the order. And she uses a different kind of gestures and actions with her hands in order to transmit the meaning. This can be seen in different situations throughout the day, and this is something very particular of each mother. She knows how to control their kids with her gestures and their movements in the house. And when the children is all day in his or her phone, they tend to be limited to only words or only messages, written messages. So the action in a chat is limited and blocked. The chat tends to eliminate all of these actions, and no meaning is transmitted in this way. This implies something deeper in the chat development. This is something that goes beyond what we might think about technology. The fact of being using a cell phone is eliminating several abilities and skills that children should have when they are growing. The social skills have been affected by technology through the last decades. So we must be very careful when we use technology, and we should not expose our children to common situations where they use their phones, where they should use the voice. Even a phone call is better than a text message. Now, in the conclusion of the document, we will analyze some other issues and aspects that make this very common topic in our days. How to know technology affects child development is something that we should be very careful.
How technology affects child development. Author of the conference, Catherine Skinner Adler. My conclusion of the conference. Technology attitude is research have changed the life of people, family, and especially children. Is this generation smartphone reach any time? It is possible to connect a person through the internet and start a further conversation. For children, technology and phones are elements that are developing addiction to games, online chat, and Facebook, entertainment program, even feeling and emotion are being affected because children do not have to their parents. They are always connected. The brain are condition of the use of their smartphone.
Finally, we can say that technology is an amazing and powerful tool and has helped to improve our quality life in a variety of situations. For kids, however, it can become extremely dangerous. And for their mental health and physical health, it's important to know that technology can affect them in their intelligence and their emotions and their social interaction. And this is why the core can also affect the core of what the teaching must be an education on values that technology not only can provide and fail to provide, but that it can also destroy it. So we as teachers must understand that technology can be a great tool for teaching and for kids, and also as parents know that it cannot replace what humans can bring to our childhood and bring to our kids. So this is it for today. We hope that you have enjoyed it. See you next time.